welcome to my new kitchen. As some of you may have seen some of my shows in the past, between 1998 and 2004, I did a cooking show called Anita's Kitchen. Well, I've moved and now I have a new kitchen. So it gives me more room and I actually get to have an audience. So thank you for my guests for being here. I appreciate you being here. And that way they get to eat too. So if you saw maybe my first episode, you say I like to give my audience something to snack on while they're waiting. I made some popcorn. I do it old school. Would you like to come and get this, please, Asher? Thank you. I do it old school in a pot, a little oil, and pop it up. Keep shaking it. Shake it, don't break it. So today we're all about gluten-free. There is so many people out there now that cannot have gluten for medical reasons. So I have a special guest today who needs to be gluten-free. I met him through my grandson, and he would come and visit, but he always didn't play with the kids downstairs. He always came up and cooked with me. So I figured it was a perfect opportunity for him to come and cook with me. So please welcome Kenneth. Come on over.
Hi. Thank you.
I'm so glad you're here with me today.
So am I.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're going to make today.
Today I am going to make prosciutto and mozzarella stuffed mini bell peppers right here.
Yay.
And
what else is in it?
it's also stuffed with diced up roasted red peppers from a jar. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
This is going to go in the oven, right?
Yeah, so preheat your oven to 415 degrees.
415. And yeah, we've turned ours on. And let me give you a little tip. When you preheat your oven and the little thing goes ding, it truly is not preheated. You need to give it a good 15 to 20 minutes for it to heat because the air temperature in the oven is that temperature. But as soon as you open that oven door, it's going to all escape. So if you're baking something like a cake or cookies, and it's going to take longer for you to bake, and then your next batch, you're thinking the same thing, it's going to take that long, and then you end up burning them. So let the sides of the walls and the back all heat up, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm learning to cook all over again, because since I moved, I got a gas oven and stove. And I was cooking on electric, so it's a whole new ball game out there. So I'm learning all my different temperatures again. So yeah, I'm challenged at times. Yes, I have burned stuff. Yes, I boil stuff over.
It happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does. Okay, so tell us what we're going to do. This is all going to go in a food processor, right?
So you are going to take 8 razor-thin slices of mozzarella and 8 razor-thin slices of prosciutto.
Okay, so just all in the same time.
Yes.
Okie doke.
And then
I counted before they're 8.
And then you will take
okay.
After you got all that in, you want to take 1 roasted red pepper and toss it in there with it.
I'm glad I looked at that because I didn't know there was plastic in between each one of those. That would not have tasted good. These are, so do you know what prosciutto actually is?
I do not.
Okay. Well, I've never actually used prosciutto, so I was looking it up. Prosciutto is Italian for raw ham.
Okay.
It's a generic term for raw ham. It's
like razor-thin bacon.
It's cured. It's salt cured, and then it's sliced very thin. Are you counting? I hope.
Yeah, that was the third.
That was the third one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Here, you do some.
All right.
Make yourself useful there. That's how many's there?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so and we have 4 in there now, or 3? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is cured. Wow. And up to 2 years, it's cured. Yeah, I was amazed. And then how much red roasted pepper?
Take 1 of them out.
Okay.
And depending on size, you can either use the whole thing. So.
Oh, it's in there like a. Alrighty. But I think your recipe said a half.
Yes.
Okay, so does it look like a half?
That looks good, yeah.
Alrighty. we're good then. So, are we gonna do this by itself first and then add that?
You could do it either way. You could either put it in with the thing or wait a little bit and then do it.
Okay, are we at 8?
Do one more.
Okay.
Is prosciutto a little bit like country ham?
It is, well, here, pull that one off.
Because that's
Alright.
usually salt cured.
It tastes like ham to me, thank you.
Yeah.
And
That's extra.
that's okay.
All right.
Yeah,
More flavor.
more flavor. Okay, so we're gonna pulse this a few times, right?
Oh, yep.
Okay, so you told me originally you're supposed to chop it, but you were
Yes.
saving time, which makes sense to me.
Yeah. So,
How do you think that looks?
got it stuck right there. Just gonna pop that in.
That's probably that extra piece I stuck in there.
Yeah, probably. Rascal. Okay. So you're gonna want it to look like thick quinoa when you put
okay.
the
Okay. Put the peppers in.
when you put the peppers in.
All right.
So yeah, and then
Do it a little more.
do it a little bit more.
What do you think?
Good. Oh, it's good. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can.
Okay, so that. Oh, okay. See, I was expecting it to be like a ball of.
No, you don't want it to ball up.
Okay, that's why you pulse it
Yeah.
a few times. Excellent. Okay, let's get this over here out of the way. Okay, so we've already washed our peppers
All right.
and cut the
Dead
tops
ones on
off.
We
and
need.
taken the guts out.
Yep.
So I don't think the little Ziploc bag is going to work with this.
No.
So we will.
Okay.
You stuff from that side, I'll stuff from this side. And we're going to put them
I
on
have
a.
a spoon.
You can.
Sweet. So if you do not have a food processor, I forgot to say this, you can cut it with just a regular knife. I did this to save time, like she said.
Yep. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah, you want it. Yeah, that looks great. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
And then set it on there.
I'm going to
Take
use this
these
big.
off.
Yes, I put that there so we have them to take it off with
Yep.
after bit.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get these stuffed. You guys, suppose you could use your fingers.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I have to confess here, I'm not a fan of cooked pepper. I like raw pepper in my salads, and I like a little bit of cooked pepper in something. A little cooked pepper goes a long way. But when I tried this, came to a football party at your house,
Yeah.
and you had made them, and I'm going, well, I have to try them because you made them.
She
So
loved
for
them.
me, I did. I did. I went back and got another one.
Straight up.
I know. So, I mean, you totally made a liar out of me because the last show I taped, I did dirty rice, and I don't put bell pepper in it. And I'm pretty sure all my friends down in Louisiana are going, oh, no, you have to. But I put food in my food that I'm going to eat, the what I like.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a skinny one.
Yeah, and if it cracks, it's totally fine. Totally fine.
Good. Good to
So
know.
we need 16 of these.
Well, I think we have more than 16. We'll just keep stuffing it. I'm going to use my fingers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's kind of messy.
Yeah.
Hey, messy cooks are the best cooks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Good.
I keep grabbing the big ones. Cheat. So tell me what got you interested in cooking.
When I was maybe 12, 13 maybe, we were about to have dessert, ice cream, and we ended up being out of it. And
You wanted something sweet.
I wanted something sweet to eat. So I looked up mug cakes online, and it was a peanut butter mug cake, and I made it.
And was that flourless?
There are flourless ones. The one that I made that time was not flourless. But you can always just substitute gluten-free flour, and it works usually great. That's what I did. And all-purpose flour is what you really want. And I just ended up tossing it all together, following the instructions, and I just enjoyed myself doing it, and it was fun.
Well, I know every time that you've come over with the kids to play for a party or something, he's up here in the kitchen with me, so,
Yep.
which is fine. I always like having somebody to cook with. It makes it go faster.
Did you use gluten-free flour, one-to-one flour, or
Yes.
all-purpose flour? There's a difference.
I used the all-purpose, one-to-one.
The one-to-one gluten-free.
Yes. One-to-one gluten-free flour.
And that you can find at any grocery store.
I used Bob's Red Mill.
Yep,
He's
that's what I
a-
have in my cabinet.
It's a good.
Because since you've been coming over, and I know we're gonna eat,
Yeah.
I have to think of that, of what I'm going to make and serve that I know you will be able to eat. I'm packing mine pretty tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure to save some.
For
The
rest of them.
the last of them. And also, if you have extra, I did this
Of the inside?
of the insides. You can just throw it all in a oven-safe bowl and toss it in with the peppers
And bake it?
and just bake it. And if you want, you can drizzle honey on top of it.
And did you use that like as a dip or put it, or just eat it
I
straight
just
like that?
ate it straight like that. It's just so good. Oh yeah.
You could put it on
You
crackers.
could put it on
Absolutely.
crackers for sure.
Absolutely.
Looks like we are.
Well, we've got some
almost
more in
out of
here.
space. Yeah.
Let's just do them all.
Yeah, we'll try. And
Get 'em
we
in.
shall succeed,
Yes.
no matter what.
Okay.
Try and try again. Till you succeed. Yep.
I think we have as much on the counter that will fill a whole pepper.
That's something to laugh at, yeah. But messy cooks are the good cooks.
That's right.
Yep.
I come from a long line of good cooks. My mama's a great cook. My brother's a great cook. My sister's a great cook.
Do your brother or sister have a cooking show?
Well,
Well, if they don't, that makes you the special one.
well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll make sure they see this. Make sure you don't edit that out. Okay, we're out of peppers.
If we do have like a small oven safe piece, we could probably toss that stuff in.
Okay. Let me give that some thought. But
All
let's get these in the. Oh, well, let's do the honey.
Yeah.
Here, put that in there.
All right.
Okay. And
So
here's for your hands, honey.
sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now you are going to just drizzle honey on top of the peppers.
Okay.
And to do that, you can either have one of those little spouts,
Well, this has a little.
like little squeeze piece.
Okay.
Or if you don't have that, you can just,
Enough, too
take a
much,
s-
not enough?
that's perfect, just like that, all around.
I love being perfect. I don't achieve it often, but
Yeah, happens to the best of us. Yeah.
perfect. That one didn't have enough. Okay.
All right.
So, okay.
So now we could either space those, which we don't want to do.
Since I put honey all over them?
It's up to you. We
Oh,
could
we'll
either
just-
space them or just toss them in.
Okay, well, let's toss them in. Well, we won't toss them. We'll put them in there nicely. Thank you.
And
Try not to get them to roll. So how long?
so when I did this 15 minutes or no.
15 minutes and then check them.
Yeah.
And
10
then-
minutes and then check them.
What do you want them to
I
look
know.
like?
You want them to be like, if you like them a little bit crispy, or not crispy, but crunchy,
Okay.
like the pepper, you can do about 10 minutes and it'll be hot. But the stuff, it depends on how well you pack them. Either it'll stay in there or some might drool
But
out.
that's okay. Drool
Yeah.
out. That's a technical cooking term. I know that.
Yeah.
Drool out.
And then you will,
I like drool out better. I do.
We knew what he was talking about.
I knew what he was talking about. Okay.
Um,
So let's watch the clock. Let's get another recipe going
okay.
that I'm going to show you to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, the next recipe we're going to do, we're going to be doing some, I don't even know what to call these because I don't have a name for them. So think about a name that we can give this at the end, okay? So it has roasted peanuts in it, white chocolate almond bark, marshmallows, and crispy rice, okay? And peanut butter. So I'm going to start out with, this is, yeah, that's a giant candy bar. This is 24 ounce of white chocolate, and it is going to go into the microwave. So we're going to put it in.
You're going to want to stir it so often.
Yep,
so it doesn't
we are
burn.
going to stir it so often. So in the meantime, while that's melting, have you ever used a measuring cup like this?
No.
Okay, this is
I'm
perfect.
pretty sure I know how to, though.
This is perfect, though, for peanut butter or lard or even honey when you're measuring it, because it pushes everything up and it scrapes the sides off. So you're
Awesome.
not missing any. So we're going to do 3/4 of a cup. So you can see the line. So you just kind of move
Even
it up
out.
to that
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
So you can start putting,
All right.
and if you want to use a knife, whatever you want to do,
I
or a
will
spoon.
start with this.
Okay, I'm going to put some
Actually,
of each
yeah,
out.
I'm going to do a spoon.
And we're going to measure out. Just shove it in there. Yep. It's
came
okay,
undone.
because what you're going to do is, even if it moves,
Yeah.
once you get it all down in there, and then we can push it up to where we want.
All right.
That way we'll get any of the air bubbles out. Do you remember it used to be when we had to measure lard, we had to put so much water in the cup, and I remember that in high school home ec.
You had to float it.
Yes, you had to float it. So we're going to do 2 cups, about 2 cups of roasted peanuts. And these are dry roasted and salted. And then our mini marshmallows, I'm going to go and stir. That was perfect timing, wasn't it? Doesn't always happen that way. So I'm just going to push this down and around and get it in there. Put it in a little more. Another minute. Go, when you're melting chocolate or anything like that in the microwave, do it like a minute at a time, because if you overheat, it is just going to turn into fudge, and there is no thinning it out. There's no going back.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Love it. Okay. So, I like that. Okay. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. There's 3/4.
Little gnome.
Okay. We're going to take a little of that off.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I know you totally want to stick your finger in there and lick this. Okay.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So hungry.
We're going to leave it up just a little bit. So this this is why I like cooking with kids. I say that you should share your recipes all the time. Don't keep them a secret, because you can't take them with you. And when they're gone, they're going to say, oh, I wish I had Grandma's recipe for something. So share them with a child. And if they learn how to cook, they're going to be able to take care of themselves.
That's right.
And you.
And me sometimes, at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay,
Ow.
so we're going to set that here for
Works.
now.
Okay.
Job skills, too.
That's right. And if you're a guy and you can cook, ooh,
Get the ladies.
okay, now, Put the peanut butter in here.
All right.
Just push it down, and then
Whoa.
scrape it off. That's all you have to do.
That is like the best invention ever.
I'm telling you.
Gadgets.
Gadgets. And we're going to get this all mixed up.
Okay. White chocolate and peanut butter. What
Here,
else do
you
need?
use some arm strength there.
I'll try.
You use the arm strength. What was I thinking? Yes, exactly.
Sous chef.
Sous chef. His turn to be sous chef. Okay, so this is gluten-free crispy rice. If it doesn't say gluten-free on it, it's not gluten-free.
Regular Rice Krispies, not gluten-free.
So do you know why?
They are coated in maltodextrin, which is not gluten-free.
So you've had to teach yourself how to read labels,
Yep.
haven't you?
Yep.
Okay, that looks good.
All right.
All right. In it goes. Stir.
All right. Oh my gosh. My mouth is already watering.
Well, this is-
I'm really
I
excited.
usually make this at Christmas time.
Your audience is ready for a taste.
I'm sorry, but you know what? It's going to have to set up.
Okay,
Yes,
so-
thank you.
Need to have patience.
That's the one thing.
Patience
It's
is
hard to have
key.
patience, right?
Yeah. So are we gonna melt the marshmallows down?
No. No. They don't actually melt.
Weird.
I think they're used to Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
It's like it's like Rice Krispie treats, and these are going to be spooned onto wax paper and then put up to set.
All right.
Okay, marshmallows. You ready?
Yep.
This is going to be about a cup or so. Ready? Perfect. Yeah. You got encouragement from the audience. Yeah. I know. I was trying to eliminate having an extra bowl. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, fold those in. And whatever hits the counter, we get to eat later.
All right. All right.
Okay, I should not have said that, right?
Pause.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
I know, concentration. I'm waiting to get an elbow in the face. Okay, let's see here.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks to live for.
It looks horrible, doesn't it? We might have to, get rid of this ourselves.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I know, it's... So, have you thought of a name I can call this? Peanut butter goodiness. Numminess.
I would be like
What would they look like?
nutty but
They're just...
Will they be bars?
No. And you could maybe do that. Put it onto a sheet and then cut it. But...
how about sweetie pies?
Sweetie pies. Isn't that the name of something already?
I don't know.
It might be. I think that's the name of something. Here, I'm going to give you a spoon and a knife. And we're just going to take this, just plop it.
Alright. I like that word.
Plop.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Don't spread it out.
Yeah.
Almond flavor is there? Is it going to taste like almond?
There's no almonds. I don't know what show you were watching, but
Almond bark is not almond flavor.
what bag? Oh, almond bark is like white chocolate.
Okay.
And I don't know why they call it almond bark.
Maybe because the inside of an almond is white.
Could be. Okay.
Looking good?
Perfect.
Alright.
This is what takes the most time.
Yeah.
Just so that they're not touching each other so that they can...
Yeah.
I'm glad I did two sheets here.
Yeah.
So while I'm doing this, I want to take the opportunity to thank my sponsors, Beal Upholstery in Janesville and H&J Auto in Milton. They always keep my car running. I think I should just make them regular payments.
That one needs a little bit more.
I've been going to them for probably 20 years.
Wow.
Yes.
And they have satisfied.
Yes, that's how
your
old I am.
needs. That's not what I'm saying. but
No, I'm just
alright.
no. I'm saying I'm only 20, right?
Yeah, yeah. She's only 20. Been driving a car since she was born.
Oh darn! I got some on my finger. Don't encourage him to lick his fingers later.
Stick your fist in there.
Okay, it's been. I'm gonna check the peppers real quick.
All right.
Smell them.
You want to look at them? Tell me what you think.
Oh, those are really pretty.
They're really pretty. I like it.
Give them 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. So we wanted to check them after 15 minutes. And so cook time 15, 20 minutes, maybe 25, depending on your oven. Like I said, I'm relearning. I didn't space mine very good. You can pile them up a little bit
All right.
if you
All
want.
right. Sort of like those haystack thingies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like with the Chinese noodles.
They're like the gluten-free haystacks. We'll call them that. Gluten-free haystacks.
Except there's no hay in it.
It works.
Kenneth, I think, how would you describe the consistency of your peppers?
You want it to,
That's good.
all right. The, stuff that is melting out, it
Here.
usually gets a golden brown sort of color. And if you can, and if you want to, you can blacken the outside of the red pepper, which
Okay.
tastes really good.
Okay. I'm going to set these off to the side to cool.
All right.
All right. So we're ready to take our peppers out of the oven.
Yep.
They look fabulous. I'm going to set this up here.
Sounds good. That is beautiful. They are usually very juicy,
These are
so
perfect.
they look beautiful.
All right.
That is how you want them. Nice golden brown.
And as it happens, I have a pepper plate.
It works.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, the saltiness of the prosciutto and the mildness of these peppers that are so sweet.
And then the honey.
And then,
Good combination.
Yeah, sweet and salty.
sweet and salty.
The best flavors ever.
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Yeah. Whatever works, yeah.
Yes. Now we put foil down on the pan.
You can also use parchment paper.
You could.
That's what I used.
It avoids you having to scrape or
Yeah.
scrub
Yeah.
extra.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are looking great.
They're beautiful.
Yes, they are.
It makes a beautiful plate.
It does.
It's so nice and colorful. So let me
Yeah.
put this out of here, over here. And I'm going to take this over to my guests. And then they can, I know, they're so excited. They're like drooling over there. Not the kind of drool out like this, but you know. Not the bad drool. I think I might let
And-
mine cool just a little
Yeah,
bit.
definitely gonna want to. What I did once is I took about this size of a thing and poured honey into it. And you can use honey as a dipping sauce. It actually works. It tastes pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
It works great.
I don't want to lose my insides there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good with that honey. Oh my gosh. That is really good.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
I do. So while our candy cookies, whatever they're called, are setting up, I'm going to do a salad that is gluten-free because we're making our own dressing.
Sweet.
So even store-bought dressings have got some type of gluten in it because they will put, oh, I'm gonna set this right here,
All right.
and So even dry package mixes you have to watch out for.
Yep, yep.
So, okay, bowl. I need a big old bowl. Big bowl. Big bowl.
I like big bowls.
Big bowl.
Take it.
Thank you.
Yep. Of course.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a small bowl so that you can,
Make the dressing.
you're going to make the dressing.
All right.
There's the oil. That's about, what is it, about 2/3 of a cup of oil.
Half a cup.
No.
It said
Okay,
half a
so
cup.
when you're measuring, you have to get eye level with it,
All right. Okay.
because if you're looking down or if you're looking up, you're gonna you'll misread,
I read it on
and that is
side.
so important in
Yeah.
certain recipes. You have to be very precise.
Yeah.
So that is just regular canola oil.
All right.
You can use olive oil. I think it calls for olive oil, but
Shall I pour it in?
yes, you shall.
All right.
I'm just standing here and I just need to learn how to juggle here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some
Where do you want?
red wine vinegar. Yep, that's perfect. Red wine vinegar.
To 1/3 of a cup.
1/3 of a cup. And you know how he knew that? It says on the inside. Oh, had you going there, didn't I? Okay, so some poppy seeds, and I believe that's two tablespoons.
All of them?
All of them. Here's some. All of these go in. This is 2 tablespoons of lemon.
All right.
This is fresh lemon juice.
Yum. Even better.
Nope, fresh lemon juice. And this is a cup of sugar.
Could you
Half a
leave
cup
the
too.
pulp in on this?
You could.
If you
I don't have problems with that. This is a half a cup of sugar. And then this is a couple tablespoons of very thin, finely diced onions. Ooh, boy, I can smell them.
Yeah. Smells nice.
There you go, if you need to get any out. So, okay, so this recipe is called, if I didn't say, is Cashew Craisin Salad. And I got this recipe from a friend at work. And how are you with
Pears?
cutting the
Oh,
insides
cutting?
out? Are you good with that? How about you can chop the romaine lettuce, okay? This
All
has
right.
already been washed.
All right.
We're gonna take the bottoms off.
Okay.
It says 1 large, but we're gonna do 2 of the small because I just got the hearts.
Do you want me to stir this?
Yes,
All right.
stir that up good. Thank you.
Yes.
And it has an apple and a pear cut up in it. Swiss cheese. I know, it's really good. This is a Honeycrisp apple that I'm using.
All right.
Looks perfect.
Yeah,
Can you
it
smell it?
does. It's got a good strong scent to it. I like it.
Okay, so. Yep, stir it a little bit more. It'll help get that sugar dissolved in there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that tastes so good. You have to be really, really careful when you're tasting stuff with vinegar.
Yeah.
I always get choked on it.
Yeah. You got to be ready.
You got to be ready for it.
Yep.
So the pears and the apples are just being cored and cubed up, bite size. And same way with the pear. And it's just a D'Anjou pear. If you wanted to do this way ahead of time, you could put a little lemon juice on your apple and your pear so that they don't brown. Oop, that piece is a little bit bigger than the bite size.
Anita, what would you use if you didn't have a red wine vinegar on hand?
You could use a balsamic vinegar. You could use an apple cider vinegar. It's not going to have the same flavor.
Is that looking good?
That looks perfect. That looks perfect.
All right.
Okay,
Set
so
that off
go
to the
ahead
side.
and cut. Perfect. Cut the lettuce. I'll let you have the chopping block where you need it.
Set that right there. Hopefully don't knock
Okay,
it
is this knife okay for you?
off. Yeah, that works great.
Okay, all right.
Do one at a time.
Yes,
So about bite-sized pieces, I'm
yes,
assuming.
absolutely. You could also, if you wanted to make this as a meal, you could take and do some grilled chicken.
Ooh.
I know, I know it. And put on.
That
I
sounds
think
really good.
I did not peel these. It adds nice color to it.
That looking good. Just spread those out when they're done.
Yep.
All right.
We will spread them out when we put them in here and we start tossing.
Okay.
Okay, there's that. I'm gonna put this down in here. Oops, some just had hit the floor.
Oh, wow.
Oh well. All right.
That's why Izzy needs to be here.
I know. My dog will clean anything up. So if you're going to take this to a function or something, and you're going to want to put the dressing on it when you get there because you don't want it to start wilting.
Okay.
And I guarantee you're not going to have any left anyway to bring home. Okay. All right, so this is what's going to go in. We'll get this out of the way just a bit.
Give it one more little stir.
Keep
It's
stirring.
nice dark pink.
It is. I like the color. All right, this is a cup of shredded Swiss cheese.
All right.
And this is just a little better than half a cup to a cup. You can add more if you want to.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's on.
And can't forget the craisins. So about a cup. And like I said, you can add more. You can add less.
We're not baking, so
You're not baking.
there you go.
Yep.
What kind of nuts are those?
Cashews.
Cashews.
Okay, so I have to tell you a story. My grandmother, my mom's mom, her favorite nuts were cashews. So whenever we get cashews, my daughter and I, we always like clink a cashew together. And here's to you, Grandma, because she would get her can of cashews, she'd open it up, she'd take one out, close it back up, eat it, and that would be it. One cashew. It's like, Grandma, how do you have such restraint? I'd be eating the whole thing. She goes, well, that's just all I wanted. It's just one. Just one. So, I mean, she would do that maybe periodically throughout the day, but so I have to give an homage to my grandma. All right. So, looks good, doesn't it?
Looks beautiful. Very pretty.
I'm going to add some more cashews.
I'm cool with that.
You're cool with that?
Yeah.
I just like the looks of it. Plus, I think we put extra lettuce in there too, so.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Let's start drizzling some of that on.
All right.
Okay, and let me stir it up a bit.
Yep. So where did you find this recipe?
We had a cooking contest at work,
Okay.
and it was salad. And this was the winning salad.
Oh, wow.
And so Brenda shared the recipe with all of us. Okay, let's put some more on.
All right.
We're gonna putting all of it on, so I just want to be able to stir it. Perfect.
Just drop the rest in, or?
And let me stir it.
All right.
It's always fun having cooking contests at work because they're all done anonymously so that nobody can pick their favorite person, you know, they're actually picking their favorite recipe. All right, let's put the rest on. Excellent. And that can go in the sink. All right, and we're ready to put some on a plate.
All right.
Okay,
Smells really good.
doesn't it though? So you
Yeah.
get some of the apple.
Yep. A little bit of everything.
I know it. You got your apple and your pear, and
Beautiful.
I know it's so colorful. It's great. So, do you want to try it?
Sure.
All right, you get the first taste,
Sweet.
and then I'm going to pass this over to my guests, and then they get to eat some too. What do you think? Like it? Okay, so even the package mixes that you can find, like dressing mixes, the dry package mixes, has some type of gluten in it, doesn't it?
It's got a really good tang to it.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, well, let's pass some over to our guests.
All right.
So our candy / cookies have set up. All you have to do is peel them off, put them on a plate.
And then eat
I,
them.
I know you want to try one. Go ahead.
Sweet.
Go ahead.
Take the biggest one.
Of course. Gluten-free.
Really good.
As long as you use gluten-free Rice Krispies. And this is going to go over. Oh, you're Johnny on the spot, aren't you, to come and get that? Thank you, my love.
It's got great crunch to it.
I know, doesn't it?
Really good.
It is great. I want to thank you for being here with me today.
I want to thank you.
I know, I love you. I have a couple of things here for you. I ordered this book off the internet, and I have one just like it. It's a creative cooking course. Now, it does have gluten stuff in there, so you would have to.
Substitutes.
So what this cooking course does, I bought my book 30 plus years ago, 40 years ago, and I still use it. It actually has to be rebound because I use it so much. And what it does, it gives you all the recipes that you're supposed to know as a chef. And it will, within the recipes, there'll be different recipes that you have to use in them. So like chantilly cream, it'll say 1 chantilly cream recipe. So you have to go to that, and it tells you what page it's on. So it's, and I like it because, and I only like cookbooks that have color pictures because I want to know what my food is supposed to look like instead of guessing. So I was able to find one for you. So I want you to have that.
Thank you.
And I got you this rocket fuel. This has got some awesome, awesome recipes. And it has, each page, each recipe has
G.
whether a G, if it's
Gluten-free.
gluten-free.
Okay.
And it tells you how to substitute and what to substitute for it.
Wow.
I like the book so much. I saw it at the library. I ended up ordering it for myself and then one for him because I knew he would like it. 'Cause there's some really good like bar cookies in here. Phenomenal. This is some substitution stuff that you should know if you're going to be a chef, and I probably think you are going to be. He is. He's going to be. Okay. So, and then I started a cookbook for you.
Okay.
Of course, it's got a chili pepper on it. So I wrote to you, and you can read that later if you want to, and I wrote down some recipes that I know are really, really good. And of course, this recipe, the salad
one.
that I just did, is in here. And I did a sweet potato souffle in there.
Okay.
Your mom will like that. And strawberry spinach salad.
Ooh, yum.
And I don't share this recipe with many, but I will. My best ever caramels.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you so much for being here. I'm going to miss you
Yes.
terribly
Yeah,
when you're
I'm gonna
gone.
miss you too.
I don't know about the rest of the family, but I'm going to miss you. Thank you for joining us today. And as always, thank you to my sponsors. Thank you to my guests. I appreciate you being here. I hope you had a good time.
I had a great
We'll see you next time, right?
Yeah. Signing out.